Hello and welcome to the Business of Luxury Summit 2016 in San Francisco. I'm joined by Peter Copping of Oscar de la Renta, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the role of the creative director as it is today and sort of how it's changed in the last sort of 20 or so years. I want to ask you, first and foremost, is the workload incredibly greater than it was?
I'd have to say I think it is. I've been working in fashion for about, I guess, just over 20 years now. So it's only over the last probably 7 years that I've actually been creative director.
Yeah.
So that in itself is a new experience for me. Before that, I was always kind of a senior person within teams.
Yeah. So
in that capacity, I had a lot of pressure, a lot of work. It was a great deal of work in each company that I'd been in. But then to find myself as creative director, it kind of magnifies itself.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's not purely just design that involved in, it's every different aspect of the house, and then being the front person.
Do you think the creative director has become more of a brand spokesperson than they perhaps were? Is it a more public role today?
I think that's definitely one of our roles, and one of the things which is important, just to be the person to be out there speaking to the customer and speaking to people and articulating what the brand stands for.
Yeah.
I think the public, they want to know about the designer, they want to know their vision for a house, and I think that's who they're interested in hearing that from.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the kind of emergence of fast fashion in the last few years and how there's a kind of this accelerated speed. I mean, in terms of like the number of collections that you're working on today, as opposed to say even 5 years ago, has it increased dramatically?
At the moment, I work on 6 collections per year. When I first started out in the business, I was designing 2 collections a year. So what was great about going back to that time when there was just fewer collections was you could really study everything. You could really develop fabrics very thoroughly. You had time to get ideas together. Now everything is done really at a rush. Sometimes I find it difficult to know what to do for the next season, because you already have to think about what you're doing for the next season before you've maybe finished the one that you're currently working on.
And did there used to be a kind of proper kind of gap between finishing one and starting the next?
Yeah, that's what I knew in the past, where there was really up until a couple of months where you could really just play around with ideas and research and just indulge yourself in being creative. Now it's more a case of, it's definitely a case of multitasking and running several collections side by side.
Thanks very much, Peter. It's been lovely talking to you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Jo.